Now more than ever in our country's history, it is crucial that we as American citizens navigate our way through the COVID-19 crisis, political and racist tensions, and financial strain to build trust and global unity. Webster's dictionary defines the word trust as reliance on character, ability, strength, or truth of someone or something. Think about that definition for a moment. Trust means that we must rely on someone else to do the right thing, all while placing ourselves at some risk. This concept of building integrity and unity, all while risking personal failure, is challenging to say the least. Building trust, such a simple concept, yet so hard in the same sense. I can personally recall several moments in my short 18 years of life that the formation of trust and interconnecting of different individuals has contributed to the young man I am today. Whether we are leading a team, a family, or a company during these very trying times, there's a fantastic opportunity to build trust with those among our circle of influence. From the Better Business Bureau's website, three key elements were identified as pivotal elements to building trust. I would like to expand on these key points while sharing personal scenarios that ultimately provided me with valuable life lessons in building unity during difficult times. The first is be transparent. Dr. Henrik Cloud once wrote, for you to build trust with people, you have to be vulnerable enough, sorry, I can't talk, for them to identify with you so that you are not so unlike them as to be an alien. And you have to be strong enough for them to feel that they can depend on you. This quote reminded me of a recent scenario during my senior year in basketball when my team had several new students transfer into our school and become a part of our established basketball team. While I felt that our team was cohesive, as we all played sports together as fellow athletes for the last 4 years, I was hesitant on our new members joining. There were many times during our practices where we became extremely frustrated, failed our coaches' expectations, or even fought with each other. It was at these growing pains that we ultimately became united and won the region championship, which had not happened in over 10 years in our school. I realized from this experience, as is in life, when people work together, honest mistakes and disappointments happen. And it's easy to blame someone who causes these. This blaming lowers morale, undermines trust, and is ultimately unproductive. Instead, I learned that by encouraging everyone in our group to think about our mistakes in a constructive way, we can fix what happened, move forward together, and make sure that the mistake does not happen again. In the end, being transparent, even though it's difficult, can ultimately learning to forgive is one of the most important building blocks to create trust. Be responsive. Wearing masks, social distancing, and COVID contact reporting has truly been a teenager's nightmare during this COVID-19 pandemic. While my teammates and I knew that these actions were needed to keep our school, community, and family safe, it has not been easy. One situation arose during my senior football season. The day before our state championship game, a junior and key linebacker for our team became sick and tested positive for COVID. Our team was posed with an ethical and moral dilemma for him as to whether our teammates should be allowed to play or go into quarantine. Our coaches, teammates, and school ultimately chose the right decision for him to go into quarantine, even though it meant we would potentially lose the state championship game due to his absence. This experience reminded me and our teammates the importance of maintaining personal and community safety. Our coaches developed a plan for our team to move forward and reinstated the sense of trust and security among our teammates. This experience provided a lesson that our team will learn from well after the pandemic has passed, hopefully, and nurtured our wounds from a state championship game loss. In uncertain times, it is imperative that we as community members trust leaders who keep things in perspective and think of the alternatives in order to maintain safety and be responsive to community members' needs. Embody integrity and lead by example. In order to build trust within a team, it is imperative for others to lead by example and show those around that they too can trust others. This means trusting your team, colleagues, and even your competitors. Never forget that team members are always watching and taking cues from their leader. This key point was personified to me during our basketball season. We played a rival team during our region championship, and to say the least, this team was unsportsmanlike, and that was an understatement. Their coaches used profanity at the refs. Their fans actually spit on our players after the game, and the players used unethical moves in order to try and win the game, which they did not succeed in. During this entire game, our coach maintained his composure and carried himself with integrity. He truly led our team by example, and in turn, our teammates also played with dignity and respect to a team that was disgraceful. He followed through with the promises he made to our team and set an example as our leader and coach. From my shared experiences, I have learned that trust is essential to an effective team because it provides a sense of safety, integrity, and transparency. When team members or even communities feel safe with each other, they feel comfortable to open up, take appropriate risk, and expose vulnerabilities. Without trust, there is less motivation, less innovation, collaboration, creative thinking, and productivity. As a leader, it's important to set examples and show team members how crucial trust is to you and the success of the group. My goal now and in my future is to become a vital contributor to my community and help establish trust with individuals that I meet while striving to display integrity and leadership. I pray that our nation will follow suit and become united together, learning to trust each other along the way. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's it's a lot of money. That's I really appreciate that. That's going to help so much. You have no idea how much that's going to help. God, I don't even know what to say now. Appreciate that. That's crazy. Yeah, out of state's a lot, so that helps. That helps tremendously. I really appreciate that. Thank you for this scholarship. It really means a lot to me. Burgess Pigment is a very dear part of my family and just became even closer by this scholarship. So I really appreciate that.